everyone, welcome back to our channel. We are Holiday with the Heathers. If you have enjoyed this vlog at the end, please give it a huge thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button, we would really appreciate it. I would appreciate it. I'm vlogging from a hospital bathroom at the moment, and that is commitment. I want to bring all of my medical attention to you so I can help raise awareness of all these rare conditions. So please give it a huge thumbs up to help raise awareness. Please subscribe if you haven't and hit that notification bell so you can keep up to date when we post. We post on Wednesdays at 6 and occasionally on Sundays at 6. So before we get into this vlog, cue the intro.
Hi, we're Holiday with the Heathers. We are a married couple who have been lucky enough to have travelled to over 20 destinations over the past 8 years, experiencing the culture and cuisine the world has to offer. Although the world has come to a standstill, you can still follow our life's journey by watching our weekly vlogs. We know the prospect of travel is uncertain. We don't know where, we don't know when, but we will fly again someday.
Can you feel me?
Hi everyone, so it's Thursday the 8th of July. I have been in hospital for 3 days. I am currently lying down. Sorry, I thought someone was coming in. I'm currently lying down and relaxing because I finally had my midline fitted, which is just there. I'm not going to show you for too long because I don't want to make people feel nauseous. They didn't put a PICC line in because I've already got my catheter, as you already know, and you can't have two lines going to the valve near your heart. So I've got that on. I'm currently on a drip of saline with glucose and a few other bits. I've managed to drink some of that blackcurrant juice just there. If you can see that, Wayne popped up today to bring me some underwear and Mrs. Snuggles and my England top in case I'm still in here Sunday, so at least I can support England from the ward, whichever ward I may be on. Gosh, this angle's not doing anything for my double chin. That's better. So yeah, I've had a really rough day. I've been suffering with really bad, like kind of like acid reflux, but it's gastroesophageal reflux or something. Yeah, I'm not explaining this very well, but yeah, I've managed to have quite a bit of blackcurrant. I've had a full jug of water, and I have managed to take my meds orally, which is amazing. Tomorrow, I believe I am having a scope, which is similar to a colonoscopy. With the way things change in this ward, I wouldn't know. Honestly, 1 minute it's a colonoscopy, the next minute it's a scope. But either way, they're going to have a look into my bowel, into my gut, all the way up to my ileum and see what is going on, basically. I haven't had one since 2015, so, or 2014, I can't remember. But at least I'm getting sorted. And I've finally been given the remote to the television, so I'm hoping I can watch Love Island on the TV. I am in a private room, as you can see, because of COVID. This is a COVID and non-COVID ward. Luckily, it's all green. There's no COVID patients, touch wood. But they have to keep everyone isolated. And because I've been having loose bowels, they want to make sure I'm not infected. But they checked my bloods and they checked my stool sample. I haven't had the results back from the stool sample yet. I'm feeling a lot better, which is really promising. I'm just hoping that once I'm on the gastro ward, they'll be able to give me some answers as to what's going on. It's either going to be my Behçet's attack in my gut, or ulcerative colitis, or Crohn's disease, or something else. I haven't got a clue. But yeah, I'm feeling much better today now that I've got some fluids going in me. This is probably going to be going all night. It's barely even touched the surface, so it's probably one of the things that I can't stand about being in hospital, having to drag a drip stand around. But I'm quite lucky I've got my own bathroom. So I'm going to call it a night here, and I'm just filming bits and bobs for any vlogs that Wayne uploads. And yeah, that's it really. I will probably check in with you again tomorrow, either from this room or from the gastro ward that I was on last year. Hopefully I'm not put in a room on my own, because it'd be nice to interact with people. I like chatting and I like communicating with people, and it's nice just to see people passing and having a bit of communication, because it can get really lonely in these side rooms. But the last 3 days I've not been bothered, so I'm going to go to the bathroom, or attempt to get out of bed with the strip stand, and then I'm going to watch a bit of YouTube, and then I'm going to wait for Love Island to start. So I will see you all tomorrow. Good night. Hi everyone, hope you're all well. So it's Sunday the 11th of July. I have been transferred to the gastro ward finally, which is great. I'm feeling much better, which I'm very, very happy about. It's been a difficult couple of days. I've been in since Tuesday, earlier this week, and I'm finally feeling that I can move on without feeling too negative about the situation. Earlier in the week was really scary for me, and I wasn't sure what the problem was. Yesterday I had a endoscope. I don't know the actual name of it, but sorry about this. It's a camera that basically goes up my backside and it goes all the way up my left side of my colon, and basically they found nothing. It was completely clear. The lady said it was one of the best guts she's seen, which is really great. But what they can't explain is the high fecal calprotectin. If I'm getting that wrong, I'll put it here, or I'll get Wayne to put it here, because he's been doing the vlogs at home, so thanks for that, babe. And mine has been still through the roof, like extremely high. So with the stool samples that I've been given, they've also sent off some biopsies. It's going to take a couple of weeks to find out the results of those. And also, with me now being on the gastro ward, I'm under the correct team, and I can also see the consultant that I saw last week, and we will discuss a plan of action, because I'm still not able to tolerate the Ensure, which I had last year. It makes me very, very poorly, and the aim shakes were starting to disagree with my stomach. So rather than risk being ill, I'm currently on a drip twice a day of saline and potassium and glucose, and I'm also drinking plenty of squash, which I'll show you now. I've got plenty of juices. Wayne bought this one up for me, which I've nearly finished. I went down to the shop and got a Vimto just to add a bit of sugar, and then the staff kindly gave me that one. So I am drinking plenty of fluids. Along with the fluids, they are checking my blood pressure constantly, and they are also checking my blood sugar, because it keeps dipping. But I did speak to one of the doctors today who works on the gastro ward. I was actually quite shocked that there was doctors in on a Sunday, which doesn't usually happen. And basically I said to him, well, how long can I go on without food for? And he said there's no right or wrong reason with regards to gastroparesis to do with food. If you'd like to, we're more than happy for you to try some soup. And I said, oh, I thought I was banned from food completely. So I'm going to see how I feel tomorrow, speak to the actual big cheese, the big gastroenterologist on the ward, and see what he says about trying food slowly. So like really watery soup, and see how I feel, because the plan was eventually that I'd have plasma exchange and I'd start slowly introducing food back into my diet. So being on a gastro ward, it's probably the best place for me to try food again. It doesn't mean I'm going to go straight back into eating steak and burgers and chips and all that. That'd be stupid, and it'd probably be really, really damaging to my body. So you can just try little things like soup and building up from there and seeing how it goes. And if I do start to be sick again, which is going to be the case, I've got this condition for the rest of my life, I can go back to the aim shakes and monitor it. And if I have to go back to hospital again in the future, I have to. I'm going to have flare-ups. So on that note, it's good news with regards to my health. We're going to wait to see what the stool sample brings back, the fecal calprotectin brings back, and the biopsies, and see what the professionals say with regards to a diagnosis of Crohn's or ulcerative colitis. But for now, I'm doing okay. I had a little bit of a wobble. Finally washed my hair after about 7 days, and the shower was way too hot and I nearly collapsed, but that could be because I've done too much. But on a happier note, I'm just going to show you what I've got for tonight, because tonight is the final of the Euros 2020, England v Italy. And I was thinking, oh, I'm not going to be able to watch it, but I've got a TV room on this ward. It's the ward that I was on, not the ward that I was on last year, it's the same department, but I'm at the other end. And it's actually been really nice being able to see some of the staff that looked after me last year. So hi Anthony, if you're watching. I know Anthony follows mine and Wayne's journey on Instagram. He told me yesterday, he told me today that he's been following our journey, which is really nice of him. So it's nice to know that people are looking out for me even after being discharged a year later. So I'm just going to show you what I've got for the match. So Wayne kindly bought up my England top for later on. I've also got myself a Vimto because there's no bar in our day room, I'm afraid. So I'm looking forward to going to the day room and watching the match on the flat screen. I'm going to go down there about 6 maybe, just to sit and chill, because it's nice to get out of the room. I am in my own side room, which is lovely. There's no TV on the wall like there was in the last one. And I've also found out that Wayne can visit. So if he goes on the hospital website, there is a section about visiting inpatients, and he is able to select a date and a time slot. He gets an hour to visit me. He has to fill in a health questionnaire as well about COVID, and they recommend that you do a lateral flow test 48 hours before, but obviously in Wayne's case it's going to be too late. But he's double vaccinated as well, so he can come up to the ward for an hour. Only Wayne can visit me, but if I want more visitors, I can go down to the shops, which is on the entrance ground. I'm on like level 8 of the hospital, so if I go down to level 3 of my local hospital, I can sit with Wayne near the entrance, and there's like a WH Smith's and a cafe. And to be honest, I'm not bothered about Wayne eating. I'm happy to sit, so I think we're going to sit and have lunch together. I'm just going to have a drink. So he's going to come up here for about 15-20 minutes, then we're going to go downstairs. I'm going to get some fresh air, and then once his hour's up, we can stay down there as long as we want. As long as I don't leave the hospital, it'll be fine, and I can come back up here, and he's going to say goodbye to me. So we can do that as often as he wants, but it is quite a drive from where we live, so we want to try and like conserve petrol and things like that. And obviously I don't want him coming into the hospital if he doesn't need to, but it'll be nice to see him tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have won and he'll be in a good mood. Wayne was meant to go round to his friend's tonight for a barbecue, but his friend luckily got tickets to the match last minute, so he's going round to another friend's house with his brother Matthew, and they're going to watch the match together, and I'm going to watch it in the day room on a telly here with my shirt on and my Vimto because there's no bars. So I'm going to celebrate as much as I can, and obviously I'm not going to be able to cheer because we're in a hospital and the match starts at 8 o'clock, so most people will be resting and asleep. And if I do get a bit too tired, I can come back in the room and watch it on my phone, because I do have ITV Hub and they are showing the matches live on the ITV Hub app, if you didn't know. Wayne also did post on our Instagram that if you are on the network EE, that they are from 6 o'clock allowing you to have free data to watch the match if you can't watch it on a television. So the match is basically on EE, so thanks for that EE, big thumbs up, because I'm on EE, and if there wasn't a TV room or a TV, I wouldn't be able to watch it. Well, I would, I'd just be wasting my data, which I'm happy to do anyway. I do also want to say, by the time this video goes up, the match will have already been on and we'll know if we won or not. Oh, I'm so nervous. But I just do want to say, please, 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 I hope that all the fans respected the other fans. There's no lasers being pointed, there's no damaging of cars or buses or property. This might never happen again. It's a miracle that we've made it to the final. It's the first time in 55 years. So we need to keep it clean, we need to keep it respectful. No damaging, no racism, no discrimination to other races, no nastiness towards the Italian fans. They are fiery too, but it's fun. It's kicking a ball around the field, and if we win, we want to be able to celebrate and not have the whole world look upon us like we're a bunch of hooligans. So I really hope that by the time this goes out on Wednesday that there was no chaos and that we can celebrate England winning the 2020 Euros. Oh my god, it'll be amazing. But on that note, I'm going to go. The next time you see me, I'll probably be in the day room, ready to watch the match. I'm only going to film a tiny clip because I don't want to get my phone out in front of other people. It's not fair. And then I'll check in with you before bed, hopefully with the results. Oh, so excited. I'm not usually a big football fan, but like getting behind England this year has been so great. I think this country needs it massively. Any country needs it, but we need it. We need it as Brits and we need it as England fans. Our team deserve this win. They have pulled a blinder. So good luck, lads, tonight. Good luck, and hopefully we'll be bringing home that trophy. It's coming home. I'm not going to do that because it's cheesy. But yeah, I will see you later on. Hopefully we will be the champions. Woo!
Morning everyone, it is Monday the 12th of July. I'm currently sat in one of the little washrooms just so I can get a bit of privacy. I've just finished getting washed for the morning. I did speak to the doctor about 15 minutes ago, one of the consultants on the ward, and he has informed me that he is happy for me to try cup of soups. So for anyone who doesn't know what they are, here in the UK we have a range called cup of soup, which is really watery liquid soup with maybe the odd bit of like, sorry, got a bad case of acid reflux today. It's got like bits of maybe a tiny bit of chicken or a little bit of noodle or a little bit of vegetables depending on the flavour you have. So I'm having vegetable at lunchtime, which I'm really excited about because the shakes just aren't working. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. The shakes just aren't working. And they also said, shockingly, that I tested positive for the ANCA gene, which is also known as ANCA. Now, I have been previously due to be tested for a condition called Wegener's or Wegener's syndrome, also known as, are you ready for this? Granulomatosis with polyangiitis. Now, that is also known as Wegener's. It's the same condition, it's just the name was changed years ago. And it is an autoimmune vasculitis. It's very life-threatening and it can cause necrosis of your upper and lower respiratory system. It can also cause problems with your lungs and your kidneys. So I've been closely watched for the past, say, 12 months. I was meant to have surgery in April last year to fix my septum by putting a septal button in to close the hole. But because of COVID, that's not happened. And throughout the past, say, 2-3 years, I've been having blood tests for Behçet syndrome whilst it was under investigation. I've never tested positive. So I don't know whether this is a one-off or all of my blood tests are going to come back positive, but today's did. And it's very worrying. But until I get another positive, it could have been a false positive, so I'm not going to worry too much. But they are also not sending me to the Royal 3. My doctor is actually on annual leave for a month. So if anyone who watches my videos and knows Dr. Kidd, he is on a holiday. I'm going to actually text all of the people that I know who are trying to get in touch with him because he's on annual leave at the moment. So you won't get in touch with him for a little while. But his nurses and his registrars were really helpful. And they've said they're not in any need of me to go to, sorry, it's not a need that I go to the Royal 3. I do apologise if I'm not making sense. I'm really tired. I've been moved to a bay and there's quite a few patients with, there's quite a few patients with dementia and memory problems, so it's quite loud. I have got earplugs, but it's still quite restless and it's really hot on the ward. So the windows are open, but then you can hear all of the sirens because, as you might know, I didn't finish last night's vlog. We lost the Euros, but at the end of the day, it's one of those things. So enough about England. I am also getting to see Wayne today. He's coming at 1:30 to see me, so after I've had my lunch about 12 o'clock, I'm going to see Wayne. I'm going to insert a clip in a minute and jump straight to me having my lunch, and then once I've done that, I will spend the afternoon with Wayne and I will check in with you later on this evening. But I'm very pleased that I don't have to go to the Royal 3. I'm going to carry on with this liquid diet and see how it goes, and hopefully I can go home soon. I've also got to have an endoscope, a camera down my throat to check my stomach. So I will let you know in a couple of days what happened with that also. But I will check in with you when Wayne arrives, and I will also check in with you tonight. So I'll see you soon.
I am finally having my first cup of soup in 4 weeks. I am so excited. I'm eating it very slowly, but I'm hoping that with the correct support I'll be able to have more.
Cheers, Matt, for coming around and keeping me company.
Alright, see you later. Keep Jess, me love.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks, see you later. See ya. I'll give you a call later, yeah? Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. It is currently Monday the 12th of July and the time is 12:30. As many of you would have watched last night, England lost the Euros 2020 penalties to Italy. Me and Matt, my brother, watched it around our friend's house. I'm still gutted. I was gutted when it happened. I nearly cried when I got in. Obviously I didn't want to cry around my mate's house, but I nearly cried when I got in. Woke up a bit better today. Still not great, absolutely gutted. But what I do want to say that's been really annoying me over the last, well, couple of years, and the criticism I've got with football is that team, they played out of their skin. They fought and they gave everything. Yes, we came up short, but they brought the whole nation of the UK togetherness. They gave us hope. They gave us belief. And yes, we failed right at the end on penalties, which is a luck of the draw, really. I mean, anyone can miss a penalty. But we should be speaking about how those lads, how those 26 lads brought the whole nation together. But we're not. And it really irritates me and upsets me that in 2021, we're still talking about racism. Those 3 lads, they do not deserve the abuse that they've got. Yes, I was absolutely gutted when they missed. Same with anyone, you know, it's English. I was gutted. But they do not deserve to be going back to the phones later that day or evening, feeling already rotten and terrible, and reading all those monkey emojis and bananas and that, and stuff that is beyond me why they feel the need to do that. And I turned on the news this morning hoping and praying that they weren't going to make a story of that, that they was going to focus on, you know, how well those lads did, the togetherness that they gave the whole nation in this like crappy year that we've had. You know, they gave us hope and belief. We, you know, we thought we was going to do it. We thought that we was going to win. I mean, admittedly, I didn't want to play It's Coming Home. I never sung it. I never played it in my house because I was just too nervous. I didn't want to jinx it. Obviously, I couldn't avoid it being played. My brother was around here and obviously he was playing it. I was at my mate's house and it was playing it. You walk out in the street and people were playing it from their cars. So I couldn't avoid it, but I didn't want to actually play it myself because I was just too nervous. I didn't want to get too carried away. But I turned on the news this morning hoping that it will be all about how well the lads done and how we just failed short, but chin up, we've got the World Cup in 18 months time. But it's been dominated again by racism, and it really just annoys me. I just don't understand why these knobheads, and excuse my language, but there is more other names that are probably more correct from, but I'm not going to say it on this channel. But knobheads is putting it politely. Why they feel the need to do this, I don't know. It gives us fans, England fans, a bad name. It really does. You see them on the streets kicking and smashing cars, breaking windows and bus stops, jumping on buses. You know, there was on the news earlier that 100 fans tried to breach the stadium by going through security. And I'm thinking, What are you doing? You're just ruining it for everyone else. Other countries that are watching that, you know, they're seeing us behave like that and they're thinking, what the hell are these fans, you know, what the hell are these English fans playing at? And it gives us a really bad name and tarnishes our own country. And you think, no wonder no one's got anything good to say about England, because that's what they see on TV. We've made it to our first major final in 55 years, and that's how we decide to behave. And it's just absolutely appalling, and I just really have no words for it, really. But I need to put that to the back of my mind now. I'm gutted and I'm going to be down for the next couple of days. I honestly believed when we went 1-0 up that we could do it. I honestly believe. Up until then, I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it. I kept saying to myself, I believe it when I see it. I believe it when I see it. When we went 1-0 up for at least half hour, I thought, it is coming home. It's definitely coming home. And then obviously the inevitable happened. And as many of you saw, we lost. But credit to the team. You done us proud. You brought togetherness. You brought us out of this horrible situation that we've all been in over the last 18 months. And you gave us something to look forward to. So credit to you guys. We've got the World Cup in 18 months time. I'm not going to say we're going to win it, but we've got a really good chance. But anyway, put that to the side. It is currently, like I said, Monday, and I'm off to see Jessica today in hospital. So before I go to the hospital, the time is now 12:40. I have to be there for 1:30. There is a new system in place at this hospital that she's in. I'm not sure if this is all around the country or it's just my local hospital, but we have to book appointments now on a website. Now, I'm not entirely sure what the website was, because Jessica booked it from her bed, but she sent me a link over of a form called a COVID-19 visitor risk assessment that I have to print off and fill in. So I will just show you what the form looks like now. So as you can see, it's only just a few details like name, date of birth and who I'm seeing and if I've had any symptoms. I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure if every hospital around the country's got to do this or it's just my one, but I've printed it off now. So as you can see, it just needs your name, who I'm seeing and my date of birth. Obviously I've not put my phone number on here just yet. I'll do that in a minute. It's just because I knew this was going to be recording. Standard questions, very simple, and then there's a box here you have to tick, as you can see, about that I've had a rapid COVID flow test in the last 48 hours. I haven't had one today, but on Saturday morning I did take one because I was at a pub with my brother and a few friends, and I always take tests when I'm out and about in closed confined spaces with other people, and that came back negative. So as you can see, I've ticked the box there. So that was all pretty straightforward, and I need to do this for every time I go and see her. So just because I've done this form now, and obviously there is a second page, but that's for the nurses to fill in when I get to the main entrance there. So like I say, I'm not sure if that's every hospital or it's just myself or my local hospital have to do that, but I've done it. It's all printed off now. I just need to remember to put my phone number down. I just remembered that at the beginning of this video you saw my brother drive off at the beginning of this video, and I haven't mentioned why he's there, you know, and it might be a bit out of context, so I thought I'd just let you know that Wednesday last Wednesday he came round, and we watched the Denmark-England game, As you will remember, I had like a little buffet ready for him for a little party, and we had a few drinks. Obviously, he was a little bit too, should we say he had one too many that night, so he couldn't drive home. Thursday was his actual birthday, and we went out, and once again we both had a few drinks and he was in no fit state to drive home. Friday, he was meant to be going home Friday afternoon, and then we got a text from one of our friends saying, do you fancy Wetherspoons? So we all went to Wetherspoons on that Friday, just last Friday should I say, and we had a few drinks. Once again, he had a few too many and he stayed the night Friday. Saturday morning, he was always staying here Saturday morning because he was going out with some work friends for his birthday for a few drinks, so he went out Saturday evening on his own. I stayed in and just watched YouTube and some recordings, programs that I had to watch, and then woke up Sunday morning and was always going around our friend's house to watch the game. And once again we had a few too many last night due to being a final, and he stayed again. So he's been here since Wednesday, and obviously it's Monday now, so he has been here for the last 5-6 days, and to be honest, he has kept me company. From any of you that know it, live on your own, my brother does live on his own, so I can imagine that we both helped each other out. No one wants to be celebrating their birthday on their own, and obviously no one wants to be watching an England match on their own, so we sort of helped each other out. He stayed here, so thanks Matt for keeping me company, much appreciated. I hope you had a nice birthday. I apologise again, sorry that Jess couldn't be here, but you know, she was with us in spirit. It's just one of those things, but I hope that me and you and obviously our other friends, Stephen and Tim, made up for it and we had a good time, and I hope you had a brilliant time with work colleagues at the weekend. So yeah, that's why you saw him leaving. I thought I'd include it, but I was meant to do some more talking on when I was actually recording, so it had some context, but I completely forgot. So there you go, that's why you saw him drive off. So anyway, it is currently 12:45 now. The hospital have kindly sent me a text message saying I need to be there 15 minutes before, and it's probably about a 15-minute drive, so I do need to leave probably in the next 15 minutes at least. But before I go, I just wanted to show you what I've got for Jess this visit. So I had to get a few bits for her. She's got loads of clothes, I took them over the last time. But I went shopping yesterday with my brother to do our food shopping, and I just got a few bits just to keep her entertained whilst she's there. We don't know yet how long she's going to be there for. It could be a couple of days, it could be a couple of weeks, we just don't know. So I thought, whilst I've got you, I'll just show you what I've brought her. So I've got her, when I was at the shops, I got her this magazine. A couple of magazines in there. She really enjoys reading all these women's magazines, you know, that you get the catchy headlines like I slept with my nan and she's been dead 24 years. I also got her a Heat magazine. I think that's a double, yeah, there's a double magazine in there with Closer, so I've got that, so hopefully she'll be happy with that. There's some more headlines on here, nothing as gruesome as what I just mentioned, but I'm sure it's still thrilling for Jess. When we got back from my friend's house last night, we had a card on the doormat. I've not opened it yet. I've got no idea who it's from, but as you can see it says Jessica, then a little note saying, Wayne, will you give this card to Jess when you next see her? So I don't know who it is, but thank you very much anyway, she'll appreciate that. I also got her a bottle of summer fruits juice. As many of you know, the squash at hospitals is not exactly the tastiest. I've also got her a new toothbrush. It's been no secret that Jess suffers with gastroparesis, and she continuously be sick most days, and I can imagine using the same toothpaste through that period of say 2 or 3 weeks will be pretty grim. So I've got her a new toothbrush for that. I've also got her some baby wipes, because you can never have enough baby wipes. Got them. And then I've also got her pack of apple juice, for today. It's like a little miniature date. The plan is to go up to the ward to grab her and then come down. I don't think I'm going to sit on the ward too long with her because she said that the ward she's on, there's quite a few elderly people on the ward and they're mostly asleep. And the last thing they want is me and her, you know, talking and laughing and, you know, just enjoying each other's company. So I think I'm going to go and grab her from her ward, and then we're going to go downstairs, and by the main entrance just outside they've got a nice little seating area, and as you can tell the weather is quite nice today, so hopefully it will stay like that, and then we can obviously enjoy the sun. I have brought a little packed lunch for me. It's not for Jess, it's for me because I've not eaten all day. I woke up a little bit later than planned. By the time I saw my brother off and straightened up in the house, sorted out, washed up from last night and so on, it's now obviously gone lunchtime and I need to leave soon, so I've not had any lunch. So I've taken the liberty of taking a packed lunch with me. I have spoken to Jess about this to see if she can handle it, and she said it's fine, Wayne, you need to eat. So I have tried my best to eat away from her, either going in the bedroom or she goes in the bedroom when she has been here. But at the end of the day, I have to eat. There's no going around it. It's not like I'm rubbing it in her face. I have to eat, else I'll be sick and I'll be in the next bed next to her. So I have taken the liberty of making a packed lunch. So I got these yesterday, some little chocolate twists, and as you can see, I had a yellow label on, and they were like 30p. It's not focusing now. There you go, 30p. So I've got those to eat. I've also got a pack of apple juice myself. I'm going to be there for a couple of hours, and there is a WH Smith by the main entrance, but for some reason I find that so expensive. I mean, I know WH Smith's is an expensive shop, but to me that hospital shop seems more expensive than any other WH Smith. It's like £2 for a bottle of Coke and stuff like that, and I haven't got that sort of money, especially not working at the moment. So I've taken the liberty to pack some drinks and food, and then I've just got a packet of pop chips as well, just to eat there as well, and a Kit Kat chunky. So I'm just going to eat them whilst Jess is probably having a coffee or a tea. We're just going to chill and talk. Like I said, I don't know what I can and can't record. My phone is not the greatest at recording. It's a bit grainy, so I am planning to take the camera, but like I said, I don't know about cameras at the hospital. I don't know what the policy is. I've got no idea if I'm even allowed to film there. Obviously, I'm going to try and do it discreetly so no one sees. I'm not going to try and get anyone else on there. I'm only going to record myself going into the main entrance and maybe signing in, and then obviously seeing our reaction when I see Jess. But I'll do what I can. The first night without Jessica on my own, because obviously Matt was around here the day after, or the day of Jessica collapsing and being taken to hospital. So this is the first night on my own sort of thing, and I'm not looking forward to it. Don't get me wrong, last year when she was in hospital for 6 weeks, I quite enjoyed the time on my own for like 2 or 3 days. It was like quite nice knowing that I had the house to myself and I didn't have to answer to anyone. I could have the TV on what I wanted, I could eat what I wanted, and I had the whole bed to myself. I had the whole couch to myself. It was nice. And then after day 3 or 4, sort of being lonely crept in, and it got to the point after 6 weeks that I was craving something. I just had to speak to someone. I had to be in someone's company. So obviously I couldn't because we was in lockdown at the time, and it was a really hard 6 weeks for me. I know it was even harder 6 weeks for Jess, but it was a really hard 6 weeks for me, and I just hope that she's not in there, for her sake and for my sake, that she's not in there for another 6 weeks. But anyway, I'm waffling on now. I need to get going. You'll next see me when I'm at the hospital.
On the run from a given disaster, speed away from the holy mind, pride. That's where I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep a linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be.
Hi everyone, so I've just pulled up by the hospital. I'm currently parked in a Sainsbury's car park because I just want to pop in and get a drink for myself before going in, and also parking at the actual hospital itself is quite expensive, whereas at Sainsbury's you get a couple of hours free. So I'm going to park here for now, and if I do need extra time then I'll move the car around to the hospital car park. But I did say on cam earlier that I was going to take the camera into the hospital. During the drive up here I've sort of bottled it and chickened out and don't want to risk it, and there's a chance that I could put the camera down somewhere and forget about it. So in order for that not to happen, I'm going to leave the camera in the car and just use my phone. I apologise now if the footage that you're about to see is a little bit grainy and not as clear as the camera, but I do need to respect people's wishes, and the last thing they're going to need is me coming in with my big camera. It's a bit off-putting and a bit intimidating, so I'm just going to use my phone and try and do it conspicuous. I'm not going to film anyone anyway, but I just want to keep it sort of I don't want to shove the camera in people's faces. So I'm going to leave you now, and then I'm going to see Jess now.
But you got me good, you got me good. I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving.
Hiya, how are you? Give us a kiss. Brilliant. Give us a kiss. Do you want to say hello to everyone? Hello. How do you feel about getting some fresh air after so long?
Got some yesterday.
Oh, you got some yesterday? Oh, I didn't know that.
I bought some juice
Oh,
and Vimtos, so I had some drink for the party.
At level 2, isn't it?
3. 2.
Thank you. How does that feel outside? Fresh air, yeah. And proper juice, not hospital stuff. Nice. Yeah, I'm just outside now, having our lunch.
And by the way, I'm fine with it because I've had some soup today.
Yeah, I already said that. They've said that you've had some soup and that I've got to eat regardless, haven't you? Yeah. So we're just going to enjoy these now.
I'm very proud of myself.
Huh?
Are you proud of me?
Very proud, yeah.
Cheers.
1 second.
Cheers.
1 sec.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
Cheers. Yeah, so we're going to enjoy these
It was
now.
literally a proper soup though.
Yeah.
It was watery as heck, but it was nice.
So we're going to enjoy all this now. And
Check in with you later.
yeah, we'll check in with you later. So while Jessica is in the toilet, I'll just give you a quick room tour. So she's got a bedside table, whiteboard. She's got a table with her drinks on. Hospital bed. Some fancy machine, I don't know what it does, but it's not on. And then she's got this nice view outside. What's this fancy machine do?
Puts fluids into that.
Oh, so this fancy machine when it's on puts fluids into
The midline.
the midline.
Mandy the midline.
Mandy the midline.
In the heat from a hot California, I forgot how you looked like in rain. I swear I never thought it would matter if I'm gone by now. All my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, you got me good. I keep on driving till it bends, still it
everybody, so it's a little bit later on in the day now. I left the hospital about probably 5-10 minutes ago. As you saw, Jess wasn't too bad. She looked okay. I think she was trying to hide the pain from me though, because I travelled up to see her, so I think she was in a bit more pain than what she was letting on. Just before I left, she had to have some more anti-sickness meds because she started to feel sick, but I think that's because we walked down to the main reception. We're sitting outside, and that's probably the furthest she's walked in the last week, so I think she felt a little bit dizzy from that. I'm currently now not in Sainsbury's car park. I'm currently, as you can see, let me turn you around, I'm currently at Costco. And that's because you did see me having my, well, I attempted to have my lunch with Jessica outside. I bought a sandwich whilst I was there because I just fancied a sandwich. I started to eat it and I could see Jessica looking, and even though she probably won't admit it, I saw her looking at me, and it just made me feel like guilty eating it. So I had half and I've got the rest in the bag now for later. I'm going to eat that later on tonight, but because I've only had half a sandwich today, I thought I'd pop off to Costco and I'm going to get a hot dog. I just couldn't eat in front of Jess, although it is good news that because she couldn't eat, and then she had these meal replacement shakes, and then they wasn't agreeing with her. They've introduced her back onto soup now on the ward, and so far it's been day 1, I believe. She had lunch. She had soup for lunch, and I think she's having soup for dinner. And so far, so good. So hopefully, over the next couple of days, she can go on to like mash and gravy and so on, and she might be back onto solid foods. So we'll just have to hope and see. But I did not want to eat in front of her. She said it was fine, and then I got a chicken and bacon sandwich out, which is one of Jess's favourite foods, and I just felt so guilty eating it. So I put it in my bag, and I'll have that later on tonight. And now obviously I'm at Costco now for a hot dog, and after that I'm going home. But as you saw in the vlog, Jessica does look better. She looks really better in the face. She looks like she's got more energy. I don't think she's been sick as much. It's still happening now and again, but with this anti-sickness medication, it's obviously helping really well. But I do suspect that she was in a bit more pain than what she was letting on. But obviously, you know what Jess is like. She puts a brave face on. So I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to go and get some food because I'm absolutely starving, and then I'll probably end the vlog later on tonight when I'm home. But yeah, so far so good. There's no sign of when she can come out yet, but we'll find out more probably later on in the week. Anyway, so I'm going to go now and have some food, and I'll check back in with you later, guys. So I've just got back from seeing Jessica at the hospital. The time is currently coming up to 5:45. Jess did ring me whilst I was in Costco ordering my food. She gave me a quick update. So from what I gather, I didn't hear everything because it was very noisy in Costco, but the signal was not great. So from what I can understand, the nurses, as I left, the nurses came around with another cup of soup for her, which she's had and finished, and had no effects, no sickness or no diarrhea. The plan is that they're going to try and introduce some mash and gravy in the next couple of days to see how her body copes with it. Now, I don't want to say too much because, like I said, I didn't quite fully understand or hear what Jess was saying. So I don't want to say anything and then it ends up being wrong. But what I do know is when Jessica got off the phone to me, she did say she was going to film a little update from a hospital bed. So I'm going to insert that bit now.
Hi everyone, so Wayne's just left the hospital. I've just got in bed because I'm feeling a little bit sick, and they've just put my nightly fluids up. It was lovely to see him, and it was lovely to sit outside in the sunshine having a bottle of apple juice, and Wayne had his lunch, and it was lovely to just chill and spend some quality time with him. I know in the next couple of days I have a few more tests that need to be run, and I also am waiting for blood results to come back. So on that note, I am going to say goodbye to you all now, because even though the sun is shining, it's actually about 7 o'clock, so I'm going to settle down in my bed ready for the evening. I can't really go very far because I don't want to be dragging a drip stand around the ward and waking up the other patients. Hopefully by the time the next vlog goes out, I will be in the comfort of my own home. I would like to say goodnight. Bye guys.
There you go, folks. Now you're fully updated with what is going on. Hopefully that what Jessica said happens and she can come home soon. But I'm going to leave it here now, guys, because I've been waffling for a hell of a long time. Thank you for watching. If you like what we're doing, I know it's not exciting at the moment, but that's what is going on in our lives at the moment. There will probably be a few more vlogs like this, I'm afraid, until she's out of hospital, and then obviously we can do some fun stuff. We have got a hell of a lot of fun stuff to be doing, or booked I should say. We've got loads of stuff booked in the near future, which we're hoping that we can vlog and share with you guys. So if you do like our content, please subscribe. Please don't forget to hit that notification bell. That will keep you up to date with every time we post. Please don't forget to like our videos and comment. We'll always reply back. It doesn't matter what you ask us, we'll always reply back. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Give us a follow and we'll follow you back. Please continue with messaging Jess. When I was with her earlier, she had a massive smile on her face because quite a few of you have been messaging her on Instagram, giving her your well wishes, which is always nice to hear. So please continue with that. And I think that is it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
Do you miss me at all? Do you think about the things we used to do?